Hello friends, welcome back. In this demo, we are going to see how exactly we have constructed a smart ventilator system. The system is fully functional and very affordable. We have included all the important features and all the vital tracking parameters are also included in this entire setup. This setup will help you in static ventilation, dynamic ventilation, and this has got fail-safe mechanism and little more than that. The entire setup is fully functional and you are going to see the demo for the same right now. Yes, this is a smart ventilator system that we have built, which everybody can afford now. The process is very simple. The first step is to register the patient in the ventilator system. That's what we are doing right now. I'm registering a patient by name Bharat. The moment it is done, the world of usage is very simple and easy. You could see that immediately a simple and easy to use interface appears in front of you where you would start getting the heart rate and pulse oxygen levels from our setup. And you could see that we got a message as connected before the data started peeping in. Since we have not tested it with any patient as of now, you are not seeing any data there. The moment I give my data, you can see that the heart rate and pulse oximeter will start giving me the data. Now we could analyze about the hardware setup right now. We are using Node MCU with ESP8266 module for communicating over AWS IoT Core MQTT service with the application. Arduino Nano for intermediary data collection from the sensors and transfer to the Node MCU via serial port. We are using MAX 3000 SpO2 and heart rate sensor, and we have got MPU 6050 3-axis accelerometer for tracking the patient's breathing pattern. We have got buzzer to give feedback for every detected heartbeat, and we are using stepper motors, NEMA 17 stepper motor, A4988 stepper motor driver module, and two power supplies for stepper motor and for the microcontroller side as well. Make sure that the connections are all proper if you are trying the same thing. Now we are going to track the health vitals right now in the same setup. I'm keeping my finger over the sensor and you can see that we get the beep over it. That's from the buzzer. At the same time, you could see the data coming right in the right hand side in the Android app. So both can be visualized and heard, and this helps in understanding that the data is all fine. The moment I take it off, you can see that there is a real-time reflection in the right hand side and the buzzer noise stopped. So this is all very important and very easy to understand as well. Now we'll go with the static ventilation. The resuscitation process is a direct reflection of the values that are fed from the Android app. You can see that I'm going to give the values and I'm going to move the content from the Android app, and you can see that the resuscitation will start appropriately. This is all done real time, and we are able to definitely get it visualized properly through this setup, I would say. And I have a start stop button as well. Now when I change the values out there, that's what I said, whatever values you are changing in the Android app, you could see that the immediate reaction changes here in the left hand side setup. The resuscitation is completely based on the values that are fed from the Android app. So this is static, you are changing it manually as well. So we can also make it dynamic, and that's what I'm going to show you a little later. But this is static. You can see that the variations are all fantastic and it's really real time, because when you design a system for medical or healthcare systems, it should be really real time. So that's what we have tried to produce, and it's closely accurate. It's very good, in fact, I would say. The next one is dynamic ventilation that I'm going to show you as well, where we are going to learn the patient's respiratory pattern by analyzing the value coming from the accelerometer. I'll show you that setup as well. Before that, you can see the complete sketch of how we can vary the values from the lowest end to the highest end for the resuscitation process. It's very nice, isn't it? I hope you liked it. Now, what are we going to go with this dynamic ventilation, where the system will start learning the respiratory pattern by analyzing the value coming from the accelerometer, which is strapped onto the patient's chest, and we can track the diaphragm movements, and this system tries to imitate the same on the resuscitation process so that the patient would feel more comfortable as he or she can recover and start trying to breathe at their own degree and proportion. You can see that there. Now, the most important part comes. We have got a fail-safe mechanism. And this is how we can have a companion over there, and the companion is going to be updated completely about what is the status of the ventilator. So you can see that in the right hand side we have got a companion mode where I have added something called as Amrita, and it is given a number 2. Now we'll start getting the updates about the ventilator which is in use, and I need to add all this properly, so I'm adding companion data here in the left hand side, which is the ventilator mode. Now you can see that in the right hand side, we will get updates about the status of the usage of the ventilators. You can see that Bharat is active and there is a green color update available. Now I'm going to disconnect the internet for the ventilator side, I mean the left hand side. Once I do that, I got a message immediately in the right hand side. So the ventilator has malfunction. So this will definitely help doctors as well as the companions who are sitting with them to understand that if things are all okay. Now, when I enable it again, things will be back in normal mode. You can see that it has gone green in color. That's it. I have explained you very clearly how exactly our system worked, and this is a very simple, very effective system, I believe. And if you have any comments, suggestions, please go ahead and type it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And if you like, please give a thumbs up as well as subscribe. Thank you.